Hello everyone, this is Professor Ratajczyk, and in this video I'm going to go through your assignment here, daily average sales, sparklines, and heat maps. So we will not be spending any class time on this, however it is still an assignment for you to complete and upload. By going through this explanation, we will be talking naturally about sparklines and heat maps, which are a very important part of our topic today. But we're also going to cover something called daily average sales. And I want you to look closely at that when we do this work, because it's something that's often missed in business, or with business students, they don't think about daily average sales. So we're going to go over that a little bit as well today. So we open up the file by downloading it. And with a little bit of canvassing, you can see that there's three sheets here: sparklines, daily average sales, and heat maps. Okay, so we're going to work on sparklines first, and sparklines are very simple. First, notice all these product categories or products and the months. This is the revenue for each product by month. Okay, and what we want to do is create a sparkline, which is a nice little chart that gives us some brief information, some simple information about our product that perhaps we don't want to make a massive chart. We don't want to go up to insert and go through a big chart over here. We just want to make some sparkline charts that are very simple. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to insert in column B so that we have a nice little space to work within. Okay, so we're going to go into B4 and select line chart. Now, why do we do that? Because most often when we think of time series data, we think of line charts. So we're going to click on the line chart. It's going to ask me where the data is located. And the data is located in C4 all the way to N4. Now, it's going to ask me where do I want to put the chart. Well, sparklines are different than normal charts because sparklines are going to be embedded in the cell. Okay, that's very important. Embedded in the cell. You can't move them around like you can do a regular chart. So you have to place it in a specific spot. Now, why does it say B4? Because that's where my cursor was already planted, in that cell, before I started this wizard here. Okay, it's called a wizard. And so Excel is intuitive. It's trying to think smart. Now, if you're saying, hey, I don't want it in B4, then you go down here and move it. Okay, you type in where you want to put it. You want to put it over in F17? Great. Okay, but we're going to keep it in B4. We're going to hit OK, and now we've got our little sparkline. Okay, so sparklines are not massive charts. They're very simple like this. Now you can design them. You can put in different designs and things like that. You can do marker colors. You can add different things to the axes, but and high points, low points. You could put in the markers, and now you got little tiny markers over here. But ultimately, sparklines are just a little visualization to guide somebody that doesn't want to look through all this. You know, because look at this, 57, 38, 63, 45. Before long, the user, the consumer of this information, is going to lose that, like trend stuff. So if they're looking for trends in here, obviously when you go to, 41 to 19, that's a trend. But this little chart here really helps understand that we had a high point, then low, then high, and then pretty low for a while, and then finally at the end we had a high point. And that's the whole point of sparklines. It's not about, explanatory. It's just trying to do exploratory analysis, just showing you kind of what to look at. So what you might do is like, wow, look at that little dip over here right in the middle. What's going on there? Wow, look at this dip. Our sales in July and August were very low. But wow, look at December, 75,000. So again, very simple. Now, I'm not going to show you to do it again here, because here's the cool thing about it being embedded. You can just drag it down. And now you've got your sparklines for all your product categories. Okay? It's a beautiful thing. So the sparklines respond just like a formula does when you drag down. Okay? So we got sparklines for all this stuff now. Look at this one, like toast. It's screaming higher the whole time. It's very different. And this is what's useful about this stuff is a salesperson could easily see, wow, toast is kicking butt. Tea seems like tea is kind of maybe seasonal. Not a lot of people like to drink tea in the hot months of the year. Milk, always a good thing. Coffee, very sporadic, ups and downs all the time. And then bagels, I mean, they were pretty high at the beginning of the year, but now they're dripping off. Same with pancakes. They're very high at the beginning of the year, and now they're dripping off. So those are Sparklines. Very quick, very easy to work on.